Hey, welcome to a quick look at the next Civilization 6 Frontier Pass update, which is coming out on November the 19th. And it will include a new leader, Hammurabi of Babylon. And it's a pretty damn interesting one. In fact, this is going to be a game changer, because he will play completely differently than any other leader in Civilization 6 so far. And the number one thing that makes them so different is Babylon's unique ability, which makes Eurekas give you all of the science required for the technology the Eureka is for. You heard that right? Eurekas will instantly give you the technology they are for, and you don't even need the required techs for it. So if you get a great scientist that gives you computered Eureka, you can get computers without having anything that's required for it. You can get it way earlier than you otherwise would be able to. It's going to be really different. However, there is a penalty to it. You get minus 50% science per turn. So you will actually need to plan these Eurekas. But that will also make spies really good. I am definitely looking forward to playing him just for this reason alone. It's going to be so good and so different. And these are the kinds of civilizations I would like to see more of added to the game. So hopefully the remaining updates for the Frontier Pass are going to be equally as unique. But that's not the only thing you get as Babylon, obviously. When you build a specialty district of any type except Government Plaza, for the first time, you will receive the lowest production cost building that can currently be constructed in that district. And you will also get an envoy when any other district is constructed for the first time. So basically, when you build a district for the first time, you will get a free building inside. That's pretty damn good. Babylon also gets a building that's unique to them, which will give you +1 housing and +2 production, and freshwater tiles will receive +1 food. And the city has to be adjacent to a river. It's basically a watermill replacement, and it's a pretty good one, I have to say. I mean, anything that gives you more housing is good, but with this you also get +1 food on every freshwater tile, and slightly more production than a watermill. That is a really nice replacement for a watermill. Last but certainly not least, they get a unique Ancient Era melee unit, which gets a massive combat strength bonus against heavy and light cavalry, and it has free movement and free sight. So that is going to be a pretty nice super early game unit. It's also going to be a really good counter against civilizations that have very early game unique cavalry units, and there are quite a few of those. So if you have a neighbor who normally has a unique early game cavalry unit, you will be able to counter that pretty easily. And AI usually likes to spam their unique units, so chances are, if you have one such neighbor, he will use quite a few cavalry units against you, assuming you will end up fighting them. So with all that said, when you play Babylon, you will definitely want to have a research alliance at all times, because that will give you Eurekas regularly, and you'll also want to rush your spies as early as possible, because spies can give you Eurekas, and Eurekas are that much more valuable as Babylon. Babylon also has the potential to have a really amazing start, because you can get Eurekas from goodie hats, which means that if you get really lucky, you can get quite far ahead in tech as Babylon, where you normally wouldn't be able to do that as any other civ. Now, this will require a little bit of luck, and it's not exactly something you can plan for, but it will definitely be possible. And finally, there are some wonders that might be worth building as Babylon, if you can actually build them. Like, the obvious one is the Great Library. The downside is that it's not always easy to build it. The one thing you'll definitely have to plan for as Babylon is the late game, because in late game, a lot of the technologies cannot be boosted with anything other than a spy or a great scientist, or an alliance. So you will have to plan for these things to get the Eurekas for late game techs, or you will slow down significantly because of the minus 50% science penalty. Also, keep in mind, none of this affects civics. This is strictly for science research and Eurekas. Civics will still work like they do for any other civ in the game. I don't think there's much more to be said about Babylon. I'm definitely looking forward to playing them. I really want to see how this will work in practice. But it's quite possibly one of the most unique and most exciting civs they are adding to the game. I mean, I really liked some of the previous civs added in the Frontier Pass, but this one is just so different than all of them. It's going to be quite fun. So, that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like to denounce the YouTube algorithm as is tradition, and subscribe for more daily videos. And I will be playing Babylon on the channel as soon as it's out on November the 19th. So, thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.